Hello everyone, this is Pam, Rose City Stitcher, coming to you with my April update video for cross stitch. This is a channel about cross stitch where I show you everything I've done on cross stitch, finishes, starts, and progress. So if that's what you're here to see, you're in the right place. Welcome to my subscribers that have come back. Thank you for anybody new that's watching. I hope you enjoy what you see. I have a lot of progress to show you, so I'm sure we'll need to go ahead and get started so I don't take a lot of your time. So glad you're here, and I'm gonna start with my finish. I do have one big finish I'm very happy to show you, and that's my Aurora by RETM. And let me show you. Here it is. I don't know if I can get it all in the frame. There you go. This is stitched on Pole Stitches Daybreak, 28 count Lugana, and I used all the called for threads except for the fairies. The fairies and Maleficent I changed out so their colors matched the Disney fairies. So there's my finish. I absolutely loved this one. I think it turned out great on this fabric, so I'm anxious to get this one framed. So there's a bit more of that. So I know in the middle the cradle doesn't show up real good on camera, but it shows up fine in person. So there's my Aurora. I started this in March of 2021, so this one's been with me for a while, so I'm glad to be done with it. So that was my one big finish. Very excited to have finished that one. Okay, so next I'm going to show you my, let's see, what should I show next? I'll show my whip go. So my whip go, those that have been watching, is Fancy Lady Whip Go and Mill Hill Kits. So each month I'll work on either a Fancy Lady or a Mill Hill kit. So this month it called to Fancy Ladies. So the first one I stitched on was Mirabilia Queen Mermaid. This one is now out of print. And she is stitched on a Mo sale, that a 16 count, but it doesn't have a name. But I think it's perfect. And there is my progress. As you know, I needed to stitch what she was holding, and I needed to stitch the rest of her top part of her body, and I did. So she is ready for beading. Now the little treasure chest does have some acrylic in it, so I need to do that, and then she'll be ready for beading. Oh my gosh, that is my cat. Sorry about that. My goodness. So, okay, so as I was saying, there she is. I'm anxious to start beading her. Not sure when I'll do that, but pretty soon. I'd like to finish her this year, so I'm hoping to get back to her. Okay, so that is Queen Mermaid. And then the other one was Joan Elliott, Time Traveler. This one I really enjoyed stitching on. So this is what she looks like. And she stitched on Picture This Plus Cauldron, 28 count Lugana. And I got a pretty good bit on her. At least I know now which way it goes, because I stitched a whole bunch on the little trunks. So that's what I stitched on. Worked on the trunk there. So pretty good progress. It's a lot of different colors, so I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it was a lot of time. Oh, and I'm stitching these for 4 days. My whip go calls I stitch on for 4 days. So I can make pretty good progress. All right, so those are my 2 whip go calls. And then after that, I did what my deck of whips cards told me to do. So I had Aurora was my ace that I drew, because that was a free choice. So that was, already showed you that one. So that was, and I stitched on these for 3 days, but I stitched on Aurora longer than that. I ended up not stitching one of the cards, the random number generator Blue Jay, I ended up not stitching on that one because I was so close to finishing Aurora that I wanted to finish her. So then we drew New Start, and my New Start I decided was Springtime Blooms. It was the newest Stitchers Quarterly. It's so Emma. So I started this. And this is on a 25 count. Oh, what is this called? I always forget. Pale Gray Gingham. So I actually got a pretty good start done on this one. So there it is. I did 2 flowers, so I was pretty happy with that. So, a good start. Sorry about all those dangling threads there. So that was a good start. Let's see, and then I stitched on, let's see, what is this? Oh, this is my Sabbath stitching. This I know. I stitch on this every Sunday. So there's this. And I basically just continued stitching all these leaves. There's lots of leaves, so I was stitching on that section there of the leaves. So I think I did about 3 more leaves. Leave pretty much each Sunday. So there's my progress on that one. Slow but steady on that one. And then I stitched 4th of July rules. This was my draw stitch on something with words. And that's got a lot of words. And this is on, I believe this is on Mushroom Lagana. Yeah, this feels like Mushroom Lagana. And again, I did pretty good on this one too. I got a pretty good bit done. So last you saw, all I had was the red 4th. So I stitched the whole word July. So that was, I was happy with that. That's pretty good progress. So, and so far I'm using the called for threads. I might switch some out, but for now, it's the called for threads. Okay, and then, let's see. I stitched on Bunny Bakery by, oh, this is another Stitchers Quarterly. So it's So Emma. This was for seasonal stitch, of course, for Easter. I love this one. It was so much fun, and I stitched a lot on this one. I really went to town. I was very excited with this one. So there's my progress. I stitched all of this part of the bunny. I stitched all of this, stitched up there and did that. I got a lot done. This is a really fun stitch. I'd like to pull this one out and actually get this one finished. You can say it doesn't lack a lot. I've gone all around, so all I basically have to do is the brown on the bunny, and then the border, and then the little cupcakes. So it wouldn't take terribly long to do that. So I'm hoping to pull this one back out, even though Easter's over, it's still spring. So I'm still kind of in the mood to stitch on that one. It was a lot of fun. Okay, then let's see. Oh, so that's all. That's all of my WIPS that I worked on. So like I said, I'm loving being semi-retired now because I have lots of stitching time. I get off work at 3 and I'm off on Friday and Saturday. So my evening is free to read or stitch. And as you can see, I get a lot of stitching done now in the evening since I'm not working as a teacher and doing lesson plans and all those things. I actually have a lot more free time and I'm really enjoying it a lot. All right, so the next, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my haul before I get into my May plans, because some of my haul may end up turning into my plans. So I actually got some haul. I treated myself. I surprisingly got a tax refund, which I usually don't get. And so I decided to treat myself to some cross stitch. I have not really bought very much cross stitch at all this year. I've basically been really just trying to get my WIPS down and making progress on those. So I haven't really bought a whole lot, but I decided to treat myself. So first thing I got was off of eBay. I was just randomly looking for some Lugana fabric, which I do every so often. And they had this whole piece kitted up. And I'm like, and it was a really good deal. So I'm like, that is definitely worth it. And that is Rest in Pieces by Stony Creek. So it came with the pattern. comes with the cauldron Picture This Plus fabric, which I'm using for Time Traveler. And it came with all of the black floss, like 6 skeins of black, and it came with the little star buttons. I still need to get a little bat button, and let me see, was it just the bat button? I think it's just a bat button that I need to get. Yeah, there's a little bat up in that corner. That's a little button, so I'll need to get that. And what was so great is it even came with this that it hangs on. It's like a tapestry. So it came with this, which is great because those of you that watch me know I very rarely finish my projects. They all end up in a bucket. So this I may actually finish because I have the materials to finish it. So I was really happy to have that it came with everything. So I'm really excited about that. That's very great. And then I'm on the Joan Elliott Facebook page because, as you know, I love my Joan Elliott. And they had like kind of a mystery box kind of thing. And they were going to send you 2 random fabrics and 2 random new patterns. So I'm like, well, that sounds like a good deal. So it took a little while to get here. It came from the UK because that's where she's from. So let me show you the 2 patterns. First, I got Awakening. Oh, let's see if I can take it out of the thing because it's very shiny. Let's see here. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry for the noise there. But you'll be able to see it a lot better this way. So, there she is. I just love it. So pretty. And then there's the colors. Not a whole lot. It does have 2 Krennics and 2 beads. So, and then the other one is, what's that called? Moonflower Fairy. I love her. She's super pretty. So, and she has a little bit more to her. She's got 4 Krennics and 3 beads. But I just love her. It'll be so much fun to start in spring. And then the fabrics, they don't necessarily go with those patterns. They were just random pieces of fabric. Let's see. Oh, where did it have? Oh, here it is. It's like, so it's Evie's Mist and Fairy Petal. So this is Evie's Mist. It's a very, very pretty green. Yeah, that's pretty close. I'm sorry, we have storms coming again today, so the lighting is probably not great. It's pretty cloudy. But I wanted to get this filmed because I'm going to be out of town all weekend, so I didn't want to wait. And then this is the Fairy Petals. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pink. I just absolutely love this. It's so pretty. So pretty. So I could see a Joan Elliott or a Mirabilia definitely on this. I'm going to be looking at my patterns that I have and see what might go good on that. And this one too. Both of these I think would be really good. So love those. That was very exciting to get those. I usually don't do that. I don't like to do mystery things because a lot of times I don't like it. But I love, I've loved all of Joan Elliott's stuff, so I figured I'd be happy. And I love Pulse Stitch's fabric, so I was pleased. I was really happy with that. And then the rest of these came from Fat Quarter Shop. They were having a 20% off. No, it wasn't just 20% off. It was just a big sale on a lot of their patterns, some of their older patterns. And so I decided to go through my wish list and pick up some of those. So I got this one by Bent Creek, says Go Persevere. I just thought that was so cute with the little turtle and the rabbit. And then I'm trying to do all of the calendar crates. I finally pulled out, I had the thing that it goes on. This I had bought way back when it first came out, and I never had used it because I hadn't finished any. Well, in January, I finished the January calendar crate, so I'm like, I really want to start using this. So I went ahead and put it up. I didn't have the April one, but I went ahead and put, some flowers in the little thing, and I got some little things for this. So I bought the ones that were on sale. So I got May, And I got June, which I think I'm going to try to start in June. I don't think I can get May finished in time to really do a lot with it, but I think I'm going to start the June one. So maybe I would be able to do June. And June is strawberries, and I have lots of strawberry things already that I think that I'll be able to use. So, and then I got September. And I already had July, and I already have November. So I don't like too many of them now. So I got those. And then I got Oodles of Summer by Bent Creek. I didn't even know this existed. I've done the other 3 seasons, and I just thought, well, I guess they're just not going to do a summer one. And she had the summer one on sale. I didn't even know they had. So I'm going to do that. You can see this is the winter and the spring one on the back. I've done both of those. And then I've done the fall one. And then I got Luminous Fiber Arts, Gathering Honey. I love that. That is so pretty. And then I got Gingerbread Express 3 by Shannon Christine. I'm working on this little gingerbread train. I've got 1 and 2, and so they had 3 on sale, so I went ahead and bought 3. So I'm not going to do all of them. I think, this is the 9-part series. I'm not going to do all 9. I'm just going to pick the ones that I like. I think there's like 6 that I like that I'm going to do. And then I bought this Fabric Flare whitewashed board, because I've got the Word Swap, I think is what it's called, by Stitching with the Housewives. And what's her name? Has been stitching on hers on this, and it looks really nice. And she's like centering it in the middle of that, and I thought that looked pretty nice. So I bought that so I could stitch on that. So that is all of my haul. Like I said, really excited with some new things that I have. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to start things, except for the June calendar crates. That one I'll be starting pretty quick. The rest, we'll see. All right. So that brings me to my plans. So she's already called the WIPGO. So let me show you the 2 WIPGO calls. So she called, I don't know what the numbers are, but Strawberry Fairy by Soda Stitch. I'm really anxious to get back to this one, and it's perfect timing because it's springtime. So this one is so cute. So, and let me see what this is called that it's stitched on. Artiste Vintage Blue 14 count Aida, which is the Hobby Lobby fabric. And there's where I am. So not too bad a start, but I'm hoping to, let's see what I've done. So I've kind of done this. So I may go ahead and start her, or I may try to come down. Oops, I can't even see that. Okay, may start her, or I may come down and do the little chipmunk. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm anxious to get started on this one. And this fabric is very nice. It's a very nice fabric, so I'll have fun stitching on that. All right, and then the other call is Nora Corbett, Solo Trois, I think it's called. And she's being stitched on, this is called Flapper Opalescent. Picture this plus. Just love it. So beautiful. It's not the easiest to stitch on with the glitter, but it's very pretty. So, and I made a mistake, which is very frustrating because I made a mistake in her hair or part of her face, and a lot of that was quarter stitches. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I made my mistake, and but that's pretty much all that's left is her hair. So once I figure out my mistake, I should be in pretty good shape to also get her to a point of being ready for beading. So especially since I'll stitch on her for 4 days. So, and you can see all where there's blank spots, that's where her beads are gonna go. And I've already got the bead pack. She's got a pretty good bit of beads. Look at that, a lot of a lot of beads. So anxious to. So I'm happy with the WIP Go calls. Those are both ones I'm excited to work on. They're both kind of springy colors. So that will be great. I'll be happy with that. All right, so that brings us to my game. Where's my cards? Oh, there they are. Okay, my deck of WIPS game that I've been playing the last 2 months, I guess. Yeah, been doing it for 2 months. So I pick a card and I do, what did I do? 6 cards, I think. 5. Do 5. Draw 5 cards and we see what they land on. So I've got 2 is a WIP with words, 3 seasonal project, 4 full coverage, 5 new start, 6 part of a series, 7 WIP with a border, 8 holiday project, 9 WIP with an animal, ace is a free choice, 10 is random generator, jack WIP with a house, queen fancy lady, and king is a kit. So those are the choices. So let me get my cards and let's see what my other 5 projects are going to be. All right, so let's shuffle the cards. All right. All right, so here we go. Let's pick a card. A 6. All right, so 6 is part of a series. And what series I want to work on is my Christmas Village. So that's what I'll be working on. I'm so excited. I'm glad that I got that. So there, see, I've done 2 houses. Oh, I've done 3. Okay, I've done 3 houses so far. So I'll be starting on that next one. Working on this. So that's yay, that's part of a series that I'll be working on. All right, yay. Okay, so that's 1. Let's draw another card. All right, let's see what we get. Oh my gosh, I got another 6. So that means I'll either continue stitching on that one for 6 days instead of 3 days, or I'll pick something else. But I really am wanting to work on that one, so I think I'll probably just double up and work on that for the two times. All right, well, let's see what happens next. What are the odds of that? Okay, next up, let's see what we get. A 10. All right, so let's see what's 10. Okay, 10 is random number generator. And the way I do that, since I'm on my phone, I've got my Kindle here, and it will pick for me. So right now, it's like my year of WIPs. I had picked 25, and I've actually finished 3. So, because I finished Aurora, For Santa, and Loads of Love. So that means there's 22. So, oh, why did it do that? Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to go ahead and fix this. All right, okay. Oh, come on. There we go. So, 22. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start the generator and stop. Oh, number 1. Okay. So let's see what is number 1. Oh, number 1 is 4th of July rules. All right, so that means I will be spending time on 4th of July rules. Okay, so that one I just showed you because I worked on that last month. Let's see where that one is. Oh, there it is. All right, so 4th of July rules. All right, so that's what we'll be working on. So that's 3 projects. Okay, 2 more. All right, let's see what we get. All right, a 5. All right, let's see what's 5. 5 is, oh, a new start. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that June calendar crates for my new start, because I do want to get that one started. So that'll be my new start. All right. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So we'll be starting this. I think I've got some black fabric already, hopefully. So that's what we'll be starting for my new start. All right, one more. Okay, so let's see what we get. A 4. We got mostly low numbers this time. Full coverage project. Okay, so that's the number 4. Okay, the full coverage project that I wish to work on is, I haven't worked on a full coverage in a long time. But I'm going to work on my Story Keep Secret Door. That's the one that is on my my year of WIPS that I've got. All right, so let me show you. She's on 18 count Ada, and there's where she is. So I've made good progress on her. So, I'll probably just kind of work on coming down. This, I think, is the end, if I'm not mistaken. The corner. She's just really long. So, yeah. So 3 days should get me some pretty good progress on her. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm happy with those picks. So I'm gonna be stitching on her. I'll be starting my Christmas Village and 4th of July rules. So in my new start. So that sounds great. I'm really excited about those. Those are some good. I think those will be good projects for me to work on. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Hope you enjoyed seeing my haul and seeing all my progress and playing my game. I'm going to leave my cards out here so that I can make a note of what cards were for what. And I hope everybody has a great month of May. And I will see you at the end of the month with my update. Thanks, and have a great day.